That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, at the recent CinemaCon, they gave us our first big look at the upcoming Gladiator 2. A movie that a lot of us rolled our eyes at because at first, remember the first idea for the film was the gods decided to send Maximus back to the mortal realm and all that kind of stuff. And like all of us rolled our eyes. But, you know, with the, Denzel Washington in there, Pedro Pascal is now in there, Djimon Hounsou's returning, they started to put together such a radical and great cast and everything. And of course, it's Ridley Scott, the master, the guy who did the first one. I gotta admit, I didn't love the presentation they showed us for Gladiator 2 because I love the original film. But, it was just a presentation. We'll see. Well, apparently somebody else is a little bit uncomfortable with this. Maximus himself.
Oh, what?
Russell Crowe, because Russell Crowe was just interviewed about it, and he's a little nervous about it. This comes to us from Variety. He wrote this. In a new interview on Kyle Meredith With, Crowe said, "I'm slightly uncomfortable. The fact that they're making another one, because of course I'm dead and I have no say in what gets done. A couple of things that I've heard, I'm like, no, that's not in the moral journey of that particular character. But I can't say anything. That's not my place." Well, you just did. Anyway, that's not my place. I'm 6 feet under, so we'll see what that's like. All right.
All right.
So it's like saying your mother's a whore. All due respect.
All due respect.
All due respect. It's like, yeah, no, they're doing this thing with this character. I'm like, no, you can't do that. But it's not my place to say anything. So like, okay, Russell. By the way, just for the record, Russell, for those of you who don't know, Russell Crowe is one of my absolute favorite actors. I love Russell Crowe as a performer. I don't love all of his movies. Clearly not. He's been in some bad movies, but I've always loved his performance. Like, I just think he's an awesome actor, and I love the guy. I gotta say this, though. I get uncomfortable when, number one, I don't like when directors bash other directors. That's not your place. Let other people do that. Let other people criticize or whatever directors. I don't like when actors bash other actors or their acting, That's there's plenty of people out there to do that. That's not your place. You don't do that. You stay above that. Don't worry about it. I listen, as a huge Russell Crowe fan, I gotta say, I don't like Russell Crowe coming out and saying stuff like this. I don't. Now listen, I can say it because I'm not connected to Gladiator. I can say, I saw the presentation for Gladiator 2 and I don't know if it really excited me. That's fine. That's for me to say. That's for you as fans to say. I think the guy who is the face of the franchise, frankly, it comes across as a little petty to me, even as one of my favorites. To say now, granted, he didn't go hog wild on it.
Yeah.
He didn't say, Gladiator 2, what kind of crap is this? Like, he just said, listen, as he goes, not my place.
It wasn't like the Crow director. Who was like...
Yeah, it's not like that, or a few of them. Like, he was much more reeled in. And he did kind of bite his tongue. It sounds like before he said too much, he says, a couple things that I've heard. I'm like, no, that's not in the moral journey of that particular character. But then he stops himself and says, not my place. I am very curious to see how this movie turns out because, listen, I started getting excited about Gladiator 2 once we started hearing the cast that was getting together for it. Again, you get an all-time great like Denzel Washington signing up for it. He must like what he saw. You get a number of people who are signing up for this, like people who have options.
Pedro Pascal.
Like Pedro Pascal is being offered everything right now. And like he chose, instead of the 18 other things I'm being offered, I'm going to take this one. So I started to get excited about it. And then we got to CinemaCon and we saw all, like, especially in Caesar's Palace, which is all Roman themed, right? They have all this Gladiator 2 stuff all over the place. And I'm getting revved up. And then they showed us the presentation. And I was just, it didn't make it move. It remains flaccid. It did not get me. It didn't get me hyped. I actually walked away from that presentation a little less excited for it than I was going into the presentation. And that is the complete opposite of what these things are supposed to do. So Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it, but I still don't feel as big of a fan as I am of Russell Crowe. Russell, you know I love you, but I don't think he should have said anything. I think when he asked the question, he should have just said, you know, I won an Academy Award for that movie. We won Best Picture. Ridley Scott is a master, and just like everybody else, I'm looking forward to seeing what Gladiator 2 gives us. I think that just would have been the better thing to say. But again, he was pretty tame. He reeled it in a lot. But I gotta admit, he kind of said exactly what I kind of thought too. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Miracle Made. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. When they arrived at our house, my wife Ann loved the feel of them so much, she couldn't even wait for me to get home to put them on our bed. Miracle Made has self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle Sheets also have incredible comfort and quality. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So go to TryMiracle, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campea at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to TryMiracle.com/Campea and use the code Campea to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to treat yourself. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? 2 separate questions, really. Number one, what do you think about what Russell Crowe said? He wasn't the writer of the first Gladiator anyway. But number 2, where's your expectation level right now for Gladiator 2? Are you super excited like I was? Are you a little bit pessimistic like I currently am? Are you just hoping for the best, which I am also doing? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.